One of the hardest moments in fitness is when you are doing everything right, but still you are not seeing results. This is where most people quit. Not because they are lazy, but because it feels like nothing is working. So if this is you, this video is for you. So stick with me because in this video, I'm going to give you the 3 simple tips that is going to help you to be consistent in fitness when it feels like nothing is working. So just a quick one. If you're new here, my name is Raziik and I help people to stay consistent in fitness. As someone who has been working out for more than 7 years, trust me, I know how hard it is to be consistent in fitness. So if this is something you are struggling with, you've come to the right place. So welcome to my channel, Get Fit with Raziik. If you've ever felt like you are doing everything, you are doing the reps, you are showing up, you are being consistent, you are doing the repetition, you are doing the exercise, you are doing long session, you are doing the diet, but still it feels like nothing is working. I want you to know this, you are not alone. I also went through this, and everybody who is into fitness also went through the same thing. So I understand the frustration is real. And the most painful thing is that when you go online, you see people's transformation in 90 days, you see people's transformation in 6 months, in 1 year, but you've been working out, but still you are not seeing any transformation. And this is the stage most people quit. And if you don't take care, you are also going to quit. When I also started going to the gym, I was working out. I was working out 4 days in a week. I was doing long session, 3 hours, 4 hours session. I was doing the reps. I was doing the sets. I was doing all the exercise that you can think of, but still I was not seeing any result. If not because I implemented some of the tips that I'm going to give you later in this video, I would have quit. So I understand the frustration, and everybody who is into fitness went through this same phase. Now let's talk about why this happens. The thing is that anything that has to do with the body, it takes time. It takes time for the body to build muscles. It takes time for the body to lose fat. It takes time for the body to gain weight. It takes time for the body to lose weight. Anything that has to do with the body, biologically and naturally, it takes time. The way it took time for you to gain weight all these years, that's how it will take time for you to lose that weight. So if you want to build muscle, it will also take time for you to build muscle. The body cannot change overnight. It takes time. It's a gradual process, especially when the body is not used to something. It takes time for the body to adjust. That's how the body naturally and biologically it operates. And the reason why you think you are not seeing results is because you've set an unrealistic expectation for yourself. You want quick results, you want quick fixes. That is not how it works. And I understand it's not your fault. It's as a result of social media, because when you go on social media, we have a lot of fitness influencers that are telling you quick fixes, lose weight within 2 weeks, gain muscles within 2 weeks. These are unrealistic expectations. These quick fixes, it doesn't work in fitness, because anything that has to do with the body, it takes time. This is where you are getting this unrealistic expectation, because when you go on social media, you see people's transformation. I was able to lose fat within 3 days. I was able to gain muscles within 1 week. You will see this transformation and you will think that this is how it works. This is not how it works. Anything that has to do with the body, it takes time. I've been working out for the past 7 years, so I know what I'm talking about. And one thing I want you to understand is this. When you understand this, you will not have this unrealistic expectation. You will not use somebody's transformation to be a measure of your own success or failure. Because the thing is that everybody's genetics is different. The way I'm able to lose fat, the way I'm able to build muscles will be different from the way you probably will be able to build muscles or lose fat, because all of us, we have different metabolism. So if you are going to use somebody's transformation as a yardstick to measure your success or failure, then you are going to do a disservice to yourself, and at the end of the day, you are going to quit. We have a lot of people that have not set foot in fitness. They've never worked out in their life. But when you see them, you might think that they've been working out for the past 5 years, because these people have good genetics. So if these people, they start to work out, they are able to build muscles. They are able to build muscles at a faster pace than any ordinary person. So if you are going to compare yourself with such people, and at the end of the day, you might think that you are not seeing results, you might think that you are a failure, you might think that fitness is not meant for you, so you are going to quit. Now, let's talk about some tips that is going to help you to be consistent. The first one is measure the right thing. One thing you need to understand is this: progress in fitness is not just only about the mirror, how you look in the mirror. It is one part of the result, but there are numerous results you can also measure. And because you are so focused on the physique and you are not paying attention to the other factors, you might think that you are not seeing results. As a matter of fact, your body is changing, you are seeing results, but you've chosen to only look at one side of the coin, and that is why you think that you are not seeing results. So if you are going to focus on the other things that I'm going to talk about, you realize that no, actually I'm making progress. So these are some of the things you should focus on. Some of the things you can focus focus on is your strength building. Have your strength increased? Probably when you start fitness, you were doing 10 kilogram. Right now, you are doing 40 kilogram. That's strength. That's progress. You've been able to move from 10 kilogram to 40 kilogram. That's 30 kilogram difference. That's strength building. Your endurance, your stamina, your consistency, your mental health. These things are the things you should focus on instead of focusing on the physique, because the physique, it takes time to build. When you focus on this thing, you realize that actually you are making progress. So when I started going to the gym and I was not seeing results, I started to shift the focus from the physique to the progress I was making. At first, I was doing 10 kilogram of bench press. I realized that at that time, I was doing 45 kilogram. That is improvement. That is a progress. So I focused on the progress that I was making. One thing I also focused on was discipline. I realized that I've become more disciplined. I removed procrastination. So because of the discipline I've developed in fitness, I realized that it has transcended to every part of my life. I realized that anytime I want to do something, I just do it. I remove procrastination. So these are some of the things you can focus on instead of focusing on only the physique. The second tip, stop chasing results. Focus on the progress. Instead of asking yourself, am I seeing results physically? Ask yourself, am I showing up? Am I doing the correct exercise? Focus on the progress that you are making, not the result. When you focus on the progress, you will be able to build momentum, and at the end of the day, it will manifest in your physical body. So if each and every day you are looking yourself in the mirror to see whether there's a physical change, whether your muscles are growing, whether you are reducing your weight, whether you are burning fat, you are going to be discouraged, and at the end of the day, you are going to quit. So instead of focusing on the result, focus on the progress. Because when you've mastered your consistency muscle, when you've developed that discipline to show up each and every day, to do the reps, to do the exercise, that's where you build momentum. And after you build momentum, that is where results start popping up, and the result will start chasing you. You will not be chasing the result. So focus on the progress, not the result. The next step is make your routine as simple as it can be. I've been saying this in a lot of my videos. If you want to be consistent in fitness, you have to make your workout as simple as it can be. Because when your workout is simple, it can be repeated over a long period of time in order to build momentum for you to see results. When I started, that is what I was doing. I was working out 4 days in a week. At that time, I was a student. I was working full-time job. I was doing long sessions like 3 hours, 4 hours. I was just tired and I was not seeing any result physically. If not because I shifted my focus from the physical result and I started focusing on the progress I was making, I would have quit. So when I started focusing on the progress that I was making and I decided to make my routine as simple, I reduced the session, I reduced the number of exercises I was doing, I reduced the number of days I was working out. And when I did that, everything became easier for me. And that's when I started building muscles. So make your routine as simple as it can be. That is what builds consistency, and that is what builds momentum, and that is what will bring you results. This is what I want you to take from this video. I want you to understand this. Progress is not only about what you see in the mirror. Progress is not only about physical results. There are other things you can focus on. Focus on the strength you are building. Focus on the discipline you are building. When you focus on this, you realize that actually you are seeing results, and that is what is going to give you results. So if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be alerted to watch. And if you've ever felt like nothing is working, you are doing the reps, you are doing the set, but nothing is working, comment below and let's discuss it in the comment section. After watching this video, try as much as possible to watch this video. And remember, consistency beats motivation. I will see you in the next video.